Oh, hi everyone, and welcome to today's episode of The Cleanup Crew Incorporated. Thank you very much for that subscription, Geek Dice. 3 months in a row. That means you have a new chat badge to try out. You now have the scroll, I believe. You've made your 3 months. You can lay down that heavy sack of books and take with you forward a diploma. From now on, spend your time in the pub until you earn your PhD. Pretty sure that's how universities and college works. From what I recall, anyway. Before we go around and say hello to these wonderful people around the screen with me, let's talk about our sponsors and all of that good stuff. Starting with our social links. Check out Discord, Twitter, and YouTube for all of our social links. There's no such thing as social distancing in the 21st century. We have the internet. Come and be a part of the Discord. Say hello. Come and send me a message on Twitter. We'll get you a game. Or just be present until I harass you to come and play a game. That's also a method. Say hi. Come and play with us. Also, YouTube. Go and catch up on all the shows on YouTube. We have had free spiders before this. It's all good. Sponsors! Let's go and talk about our sponsors. First of all, big thank you to Hero Forge. Recently had the $3.1 million, 6,000% funded Kickstarter for colored minis. At the moment, you can go and get grayscale minis to your exacting specifications, but these bad boys will be on the way very soon. And keep your eye on the channel, for we will be following as they create their prototype color creator. Also, check out the deck of many. The deck of many. This is the deck of many things, which is in play today. Would I throw the deck of many things at new players? Yes, I would. For a roll, I'm also going to change the prices in a little minute as well. We're gonna drop the prices back down a little bit because there's a pandemic going on and we're all short of cash, right? So I'm gonna do that. But the deck of many. Also, you can check out their Humblewood campaign here on Thursdays at 6 p.m. EST. Last, but by no means leastly, it's Magehand Press. Magehand Press, who currently sponsor the Fae Folio game Downside Up on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. EST, and also Open Bard Night. They provide the prizes where you can win a hardback copy of their Dark Matter expansion for 5e. So if you fancy yourself as a singer, or if you just want to come and have a laugh with a bit of in-character karaoke, come along to Open Bard Night. Send me a message. I'll get you in a game as early as next week because the world's crazy. Let's go around and say hello to everyone. Let's start with Stella Luna TV. Oh, hi, Stella.
Hello. I am Stella Luna. I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch. Today, I will be playing Celine. She is a half-elf rogue, but not the type of rogue that gets into things that they shouldn't. She is a dedicated assistant and scribe for the Cleanup Crew Incorporated. She's never anywhere without her clipboard or her clipboard holster. You might be muted, Scott.
Hi, everyone. Whoops. Yes, putting Stella's links in chat now. Go and check out all of her wonderful content. She's amazing. Thank you for saying something. That was a long pause there. I would have carried on. We would have done the whole stream like that. Next around, we have a familiar name and face to the academy. It's Giggly Dendrologist. Oh, hi, Giggly.
Hi, guys. So my character is also a half-elf rogue, but she's kind of on the other spectrum compared to Stella Luna. She likes to be a hooligan and get in all sorts of trouble and all that fun stuff. So we'll see how she gets through it all. She's just a troublemaker.
Gonna be fantastic. It's gonna be utterly fantastic. Last, but most certainly not least, we have Chantel B.
Hello, I am Chantel B. You can find me on Twitter at Chantel B. I am a writer. I'm an actor. I stream things over on Do Respite quite regularly, and I quite enjoy them. So come hang out, but right now we're right here, and I am playing Chicanery, who is a cleric, a middle management cleric who worships business. And she has, or they have, sharp shoulder pads at all times. Today, who knows what's going to happen? Let's keep people alive with 5 hit points. It's going to be great.
Are you still on 5 hit points? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I got hit and something reduced me to 5 hit points until I take a rest. So,
Oof.
mm-hmm.
Oof. Get that tweet in the Discord there, so you all can start the retweeting. Because I definitely did this before we went live. I'm very organized, everyone. If anyone asks you about how organized Scrat is, you know, you can tell them with confidence the most organized. But what does that mean? It means that we have a tweet now in chat. There you go. Retweet the tweet. Every 10 retweets will throw a wild magic surge at people randomly. And also go and check out our content warning. Also, have I enabled that? Is this link gonna work? God. Nope, but it should do now. Check out our content warning. These are all the things that we could potentially touch on today. Especially the more corporate negligence, bad HR side of things. So, who would like to recap last session? Who was it? Okay, touch ear. That was Chantal that time.
Sorry.
I mean, it can be a group task. Okay. Where did we start? We started out almost dying to zombie mummy type creatures. And it kind of went somewhat downhill from there, because some people came to help us. We had Drexel and someone who came and saved us from the mummy zombies. Then we kept moving through this cavern. We found Boot. We found Detective Boot somewhere in this cavern. We what else would we do? There was a cave-in. We had rocks and we had a cave-in. We found a cocoon and there was a big spider. Detective Boot was in fact held from the ceiling. We had we made a pyramid of people to climb up to this person and pull them down. And we also found out that there is someone called Karen saying that he works for the cleanup crew, which he does not work for the cleanup crew. We've never heard of him, therefore he doesn't. And this is a serious problem, and we're going to have to deal with that. What else? What else happened? Oh, Karen is a powerful wizard. Gorko is not a powerful wizard. Gorko is a goblin who we sent back to the surface, but he had a stick that chicanery has taken from him. We have traversed through many a trap. There seem to be a lot of traps down in this underground sinkhole. It seems odd to have a sinkhole with many traps, but here we are. Yes, the last note that I have written is take Gorko home. So that's what happened. We didn't. The Oswald and Drexel did.
Yes. Do you remember what races Oswald and Drexel were?
Oswald was very small, I recall, and Drexel was tall.
I think Drexel was a human and Oswald was a halfling?
Halfling? Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So, Aliferous, as you are entering the fissure, having received the summons, it seems your interview was successful. You are entering this fissure, you pass traps and unlocked doors and all kinds of other things. You see two people walking past you, taking this kobold out, and they simply say to you as they pass, "Good luck, mate."
Thanks.
And we will flash back to Aliferous's first time joining the cleanup crew. So we're going to start on a building that looks a lot like the building behind me, actually. It says above the door, "We clean up your mess, the cleanup crew, now hiring."
You know, Elizabeth, she's kind of just roaming around, trying to find something to do. She's like, I got nothing better. So she sees, this huge building. She's like, you know what? I got nowhere to go. Let's just see how this will turn out. So she just goes in. She's like, hey, what's the deal with this?
The door is received by an elderly woman with glasses and can you say, you must be here for an interview.
Yes, I am.
Great. I don't think I have your name down.
Oh, I think they might have spelled it wrong. They might put down Ellie. But my full name is Elitherus.
Oh, okay, Aliferous. And which do you prefer?
You can call me Ellie.
Ellie, it's a pleasure to meet you, Ellie. Now, I'm sure Chicanery and Celine will be with you in just a quick second. But why don't you help yourself to some refreshments whilst you wait? And she gestures towards a barrel with water.
Okay. Get myself a heaping cup of water.
Heck yeah. And of course, Edith comes back. Celine, Chicanery. We have an interviewee here, just the one. Celine, Chicanery? She knocks on the door as if she'd forgotten.
Yes. Oh, thank you. Celine is a half-elf. She has a short bob of hair. It's black and cropped right here at the chin. She's got the big chunky glasses, and she's wearing a robe, and it's kind of close-fitted, and she has a clipboard.
Normally, chicanery is a big afroed human with big, strong shoulder pads, smooth lines all the way down. Today, chicanery, for this interview that, apparently wasn't supposed to be happening, chicanery is a tall, blonde-haired, strapping man. Shoulder pads not optional. Shoulder pads are still there.
Of course.
And chicanery's just got his boots up and is leaning back until there's a knock at the door, and all of a sudden he's sort of scrambling to sit up because there was no interview today. Yeah, bring her in.
I kind of just swing the door open wide, and I'm like, hello, it's nice to meet you guys. Just walk on over, shake their hands. I'm Elitherus. You can call me Ellie to both of them.
Who are you?
And I'm here for an interview, if you guys wouldn't mind.
You all right? Did you bring me coffee?
I mean, I can go grab you some if you'd like.
I like that attitude. I like it.
Celine is already taking notes.
You all right? Okay, take a seat.
All right. Gracefully just plops down in the seat.
Yeah. Do you like kittens?
Kittens are pretty cool, I could say.
Yeah. What if I gave you a basket of kittens? What would you do?
I mean, I would definitely be happy. A basket of kittens, I don't really know how many that requires, because I don't really have cat food or any water or anything to take care of them at the moment.
That seems ill-advised. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what'd you think about Vegemite?
I mean, the first time I tried it, my friend just kind of slathered it on, like a piece of toast. Not my thing. But I have heard that was not the way to try it, so I will have to give it another try sometime soon.
Yeah, like it. Yeah. And when you go to the beach, do you just like jump into the water, or do you like to like float across the waves?
I'm definitely a floater.
Glad I got you to say that.
Notes.
Celine,
Yes.
you got anything to say?
Yes. If you could be any kind of animal for one whole day, what animal would you like to be?
A tree kangaroo.
And why is that?
Because I love to swing around the trees and just hang out with my friends, my other fellow tree kangaroos.
Oh, I see. That is a very good answer.
Yeah, you know what, Celine? I don't know about you, but I appreciate the cut of your jib.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys interviewing me today, especially on such short notice.
Well, you know what, Celine, she's hired.
Oh, I'm one step ahead of you. And she rips the paper off, and she wasn't actually taking notes. She wrote, "You're hired." Do-do-do. She slides the paper to you.
Yes, thank you guys. I really appreciate it. If I may ask, when do I start?
Oh,
Not now.
I'll handle that. We'll send you a missive when we have a mission available. But until then, come through this way for orientation.
Perfect. And I'll just walk out the door and kind of just stand out there until you come out, and I'll follow you.
There's one of you, Celine and Chicanery as well, who are already employed. There are about 10 to 15 desks set out like this is a classroom, and you can choose who, if you want to sit anywhere. At the front there is a box on the floor projecting a white square onto the wall, and there is a desk to the side that is absolutely piled with papers. Absolutely piled. In fact, as you look at it, you see one pile sort of slide. The slow slide of paperwork as it gradually builds momentum, taking everything on the desk with it. That's the that's the state of the desk there. And Edith stands in front and goes, right. She taps the box and it appears on screen. Welcome to the cleanup crew. Welcome to the cleanup crew. Now, we'll be here to support you and get you experience as a new adventurer. Now, armor and weapons will be provided. She gestures to a closet, which looks like it has some spears and armor against the wall. They kind of look like rusted, but you can get basic equipment. We've got armor and equipment in that cupboard there. Now, please make sure you wear the correct PPE at all times. Very important you wear correct PPE, otherwise you may not be insured. However, you will be charged for damages, so do take care with it. Try and look after it. Regular wear and tear is fine, but try not to put holes in it. Now, as a new adventurer, you will be reasonably vulnerable and visiting dangerous places. So we're doing the very best to make sure that you are able to stay safe. And one of the best ways to do that is to avoid other adventurers. Click. There's a picture of a barbarian, like with a horned helmet and a potion in one hand and a large club in the other. Now, these adventurers are often wandering around dangerous areas like temples, dungeons, crypts, that sort of thing. They're often off their faces on mana potions and looking for what they call encounters. Now, you don't want to be an encounter. If you do happen to see an adventurer and they do spot you, it's usually best to do the classic, "Oh, I am not an encounter. I am," and try and stay out of their way. "Ho, fellow adventurer, please don't kill me." That's usually the best way. But avoid them at all costs is usually the best way. Now, clear signs that there may be active adventurers in the space where you are working include unlocked doors. Click. There's a picture of a door hanging next to a jar. Also, you can look out for sprung traps. Click. Picture of a bear trap with a leg in it. Click. Dead adventurers. Another sure sign that there may be adventurers operating in your area is dead adventurers. This time there's a picture of a... It looks like it was originally a tiefling, but someone had a originally a human, but someone had a meeting with the HR department, and they've added horns on to make it a tiefling. It's dead adventurers. Now, don't be fooled. Okay, your average adventurers will not. They're not. They'll usually pick up their dead on the way back out, if at all. Often their motivation is driven by gold and glory, and they will leave their dead behind. So watch out for that. Also watch out for bloodstains, blood trails, discarded limbs, all that sort of thing. Also, discarded and scattered holy symbols. Click. All sorts of holy symbols appear on the wall. Crosses, hands, palms against light. Maybe you recognize some. The symbol of Ilmater and perhaps all sorts of others. As Lathander is there, for example. All of those. Discarded holy symbols is a sure sign that your adventurers are losing the thread and maybe unstable. So do be very cautious. On that note, please note that our insurance does not cover magical or cursed items. So pick up those at your own risk. Okay, we will not be covering your health expenses if you're turned into a sheep or something. Now, on that note, all accidents, incidents, and damages must be recorded to the incident logbook. She gestures to her glacial paperwork desk. If you have an accident or anything like that, let us know. We'll fill out the logbook. And all items should be recorded and left for collection unless expressly told otherwise, of a magical nature, that is. Remember, some magic items look like normal items until you use an identify spell, so do use extra caution. This is your first adventure! Click. Be safe, have fun, it says. So have fun, but be careful. Are there any questions?
Nope. I don't think so. Other than, what do I do now?
Help yourself to some PPE. We'll get you on the roster and have you out for a shift in no time.
Thank you, Edith.
More than welcome. And sure enough, Ellie, it's maybe less than a week before you receive a missive from Edith saying, head to Jolly's Lamp Emporium and down into the fissure below. Now, as you walk through this dungeon, you do see lots of unlocked doors, lots of sprung traps, and other things. But the passing adventurers who approach you, they're like, hi, clean up crew. Yeah, good luck, mate. And here we are. So you walk down a passageway, which kind of opens up. You can see lots of spider webs in one area, and further down you can see what looks like a large, almost mechanical creature. And there is Celine and Chicanery. Celine, Chicanery, what do they walk in on? Are you two having a conversation when the interns are absent?
Did the goblin go with the other employees?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you asked them to escort them back, right?
Yeah. So how do we stay alive?
We should probably try to avoid springing any more traps and fighting zombies after we are magically teleported into a room full of them.
You know, that makes a lot of sense to me.
See, I've been taking notes. Flip, flip, flip.
And what does the first note say?
The first note says, need a bin for socks, dirty socks.
I appreciate that. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you.
Thank you. Thanks, boss. I think this is when Ellie walks in.
Yeah. And you would have heard this conversation resonating off the walls of this cave as it sort of echoes around. So, Ellie, you've heard these last few bits, and you can approach and hear and see them now. You become apparent. You notice anyone with a passive perception higher than 5 notices each other.
Awesome. So I just kind of walk along, and, as I'm like 15, 20 feet back, I'm like, did someone say something about dirty socks? And I keep walking towards them and meet up with them. Like, so what's going on right now?
And hey, can we grab a description of Ellie and all of her adventuring gear and?
Yes, Ellie is pretty much just kind of a punk rock look. So she's kind of got like a scrat haircut, but a little longer on the side, shaved on half of the side. Yeah, she likes to wear all black. I mean, like I do. But she has really long, dark brown hair, like bright green eyes, and she always tries to move as quiet as possible. She gets a little thrill out of making people scared a little bit, just like sneaking up on them and everything. Yes. So.
Okay. So you see this person approaching you, dressed in all black, with a punk rock haircut. I'll take that descriptor. I like that.
Oh, Mr. Canary, look, it is Elitherus, one of our newest recruits. I think this will formulate excellently into our plan for not dying.
Yes, step 1, Elitherus. In order to not die, don't die.
Some sound advice.
Yes.
And doesn't chicanery look different down here?
Down here, chicanery has a big afro. She's got dark skin. She's big shoulder pads. Still clean lines. It's been a few days, so suit is must. Not okay with that. Bit dusty. Not happy, but it's slightly different. Nobody out there can see anyway. Have not taken off the suit jacket yet, though. Like, we're not in shirt sleeves. We're not that hard done.
We're not that broken yet.
We're not that broken just yet.
But Celine looks very similar, am I correct?
Yeah, I believe she looks... Did she get hit by the fire? She's dirty. Her hair's messed up. She's got stains on her dress. She looks like she could use a nap and a bath.
Could I possibly add that perhaps your dress looks a little bit crumpled and creased where you've been itching at your skin through it?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Yeah. They're not looking great.
I'm just like, what happened to you guys?
Everything.
Yeah, that's understandable. Could you perhaps go into a little bit more detail?
Traps. Lots of traps. Zombies. Mummies. Water with blue fish that are apparently perfectly safe.
Okay, yeah.
That
Got
seemed
it.
to be like they were supposed to be a trap, but they weren't a trap. They were just tasty fish.
Just a little snack on the way, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that is a good point. If we get hungry, she takes a note.
Well, I mean,
Yes.
I guess what is there for me to do? And I kind of just look around like, the heck am I walking into? I don't understand.
Did Edith let you take any cocoa? Do you have any cocoa?
No, I actually don't.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
It's okay. Sad note taking.
Scrat, please remind me, is there a trap ahead of us? Because there usually is.
I don't think there is actually. Now you just defeated the carrion crawler that Gorko and his master Karen had been battling. It was already very weakened, and it was a very easy fight. Thank goodness, I think, was the general opinion. But you were yet to see where Karen had gone.
We're looking for a wizard called Karen. He's been masquerading as a member of the cleanup crew. He's not.
Okay. Yeah. You sound a little frazzled. Do you need something?
I mean, a day off would be great, but that's not coming right now.
Yeah, days off are hard to come by, so I understand. Do
What's
you
it like on
have
the surface?
I mean, it's a little gloomy today. It's kind of like overcast, a little sprinkling of rain,
Yeah.
but probably better than it is down here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Celine
Um,
reaches into Chicanery's bag and pulls out a snack and hands it to Chicanery.
Avery just sadly eats.
Is it a Snickers?
You know, yes. Yes, it is.
Well, Chicanery, is there anything that this wizard does, any ticks or any sayings that could give us his position at all?
We've never met him.
Oh, yeah, that helps.
Celine flips through her notes and she says, we did speak to what was apparently Karen's apprentice. He had come here to look for a lost magic shrine, and he led his party to disable things. Universe time moving, level 6.
Okay.
That's what I wrote in my notes. Maybe I should take notes with context.
Yeah, if he's really powerful, we do nothing but we go back and we tell the boss.
Okay. Is the boss happy about this?
No.
Yeah.
No.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. In fact, the boss doesn't know about this. This could be bad.
Oh yeah, it definitely could be bad. But do we have to tell him? Like, can we just, keep this under wraps for a while?
Do you understand how middle management works?
No. Not at all.
In middle management, we trample those below and offer up nectar to those above in the hopes that one day they miss the nectar, grab our wrist, and pull us up.
Sounds scary.
Celine's
like it.
really taking notes right now.
You hear footsteps from behind Ellie. A human male wizard appears. You can tell he's a wizard because he's wearing a bright red jumper with wizard written on it. And he comes running up in otherwise fairly plain clothes. Sorry, I'm late. I'm here to be the cleanup crew. Alan's the name. You remember me, right? You interviewed me. You might have a flashback to an interview where the interviewee just cried throughout all of the questions. They just sobbed uncontrollably.
Chicanery had said, "What would you do with a basket of kittens?" And Alan just goes,
I don't know.
Hello, Alan. She pulls a tissue out of her bag and just hands it to him preemptively.
No, I'm ready. I'm ready to be a hero. I want to gain experience. Look, I bought my wand.
Good job. Here, you can have this one too. And she hands him Gorko's stick.
This is a stick.
Not to the goblin that had it.
Maybe it's some kind of special, I don't know, arcane focus or something. Oh, I'll pocket it. I'll study it later.
Please do. Well, let's get going.
Now, since you've had a long conversation, Celine Chicanery, if you would like to have had a short rest, you totally can.
Don't think that changes anything, but it's nice to have it.
As what's the marching order as you proceed further into this complex of tunnels?
"Not first."
Elitherus, you're a sneaky type rogue, is that right?
Oh, no, not at all.
Am I?
Okay.
I mean, I'm just a wizard, but
No,
I can...
you stay somewhere in the middle.
Alright.
Stay with Celine.
I'll just hang in the back and, watch you guys do your thing.
Okay. Sheik is gonna head off first.
As you head further down, your nose begins to pick up a foul stench. Tunnel opens into a round room and dirty brown water, sewage by the smell of it, streams from the pipes in the ceiling into a massive cesspool at the center of the room. A 10-foot wide walkway skirts the pool, leading to the passageway on the other side. So it's sort of like, it looks a bit like a pump, where you've got like a circular room with an entrance here and then exit down here. Okay, so but the walkway going around.
This smells awful. We need to get down there to the other door.
What is this?
Well, when you excrete, it ends up here.
No, and I excrete. Prestigitate. Away it goes.
Well, look, some of us are luckier than others.
You would know, though, that Waterdeep doesn't have a sewage network.
Does it not?
No.
Oh,
Hmm.
I don't know who's excreting down here, but that's what it smells like.
I read a lot of books.
Mm-hmm.
I probably would have read some books about Waterdeep.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever read books about where excrement goes, but maybe I know something because I'm a researcher.
You could give me a DC 15 history check. Anyone could do that. Maybe you've heard of it. You've all been in Waterdeep for a while. Oh my goodness. Exactly the DC. I call it. You hit. Oh my goodness. Whoa! Okay, so
We
Celine,
know about excrement.
as you are trying to recall it, it comes to all of you. This bizarre cesspool was an experiment of an ambitious masked lord of Waterdeep from decades ago. Okay, they located a gate to a demiplane of filth. The masked lord attempted to build a sewer system that could empty the city's waste into that plane. It worked well, and plans were made to expand the sewer system beyond the prototype. But then, creatures native to the plane of filth came through the gate in the wrong direction. After hiring Acquisitions Inc. to drive the creatures back, the city rulers abandoned the plan and the gate was sealed. And the gate was sealed.
This gate's supposed to be sealed. Watch out for poop.
How long do you think it would take you to prestidigitate this entire room, Ellen?
I can do a square foot every 6 seconds. But that pool looks pretty deep. And sure enough, the center of the room, it looks like it's only about 3 foot deep by the edges, but in that middle circle, it looks much deeper.
Do any of you know how to seal a gate to the demiplane of filth?
I mean, how do we know it's open?
Well, I feel it must be open, or else if it was closed, then we would be at least knee deep in sewage.
What percentage of this chamber appears filled with poop?
That's a fantastic question.
I'm sorry to ask.
The important one.
Are we including methane gas?
Oh no.
Oh, okay. Takes notes. Yes?
You can see the walls are kind of brown colored, the pipes are dripping ooze. Let's say that the pool is maybe 60% water and the air is 60% not methane. Then I'd say the entire room is about 40% excrement.
Okay, so I have a question. Scrap.
Just so you know as well, I'm not making this up. This is official Wizards D&D content, okay? This is their encounter, okay? Don't you come at me.
This makes it so much better.
My first question is, wizards, why? My second question is, is dancing lights fire?
I don't think dancing lights is fire, no.
Okay. Good. Good. I feel like that's very good.
As you are all pondering this, hang on a second. What's that at the edge of your vision? Who has a passive perception higher than 13?
Nope.
It is 13.
Yeah, right on the corner of your vision. Was that like a something moving in the water?
There's something in the poop.
I really hope that I wish we'd had a raid just before that sentence, so that could have been the welcoming message to the raiders. Welcome, raiders. There's something in the poop. That would have been great.
Can Elizabeth make a perception check to try to make it out?
When chicanery points it out, yes, by all means. On a 16, you can see a snake, a worm, something moving through the poop.
Cool.
Can you all make me a dexterity saving throw?
Oh no.
Rip me.
Well, yep. Okay, so Celine and Chantel both hide behind... behind Alan and Eleftheris, who get covered in a small shower of excrement, as a gigantic tentacle rises out of this pool. It's long, it's green, it has no suckers on it, it's just a long, smooth, green tentacle. Looks a lot like that. You see that alright? I can't see if you can see. Like that.
Mm-hmm.
Except my green
Ooh.
screen's getting rid of the green, but there you go. That's what it looks like.
Okay.
The tentacle comes out of the water, and I'd like you all to roll initiative, please. Oh my god, have you rolled anything other than nat 20s today?
No, wait. No, what's going on?
Would someone mind tracking initiative for me?
Sure.
I've got a feeling Chantel is going to be first. No! Oh my goodness!
Can I get some of those too?
Can Alan have one of those?
I mean, my dex save was not good.
Let's see here.
Tent-
No, Alan cannot, unfortunately.
Oops, wrong chat.
That's okay. So, Ellie, it will be your turn first. What would you like to do? I think you're muted.
Thank you. Damn, I don't know what I want to do.
Well, you can see the exit, the alternate tunnel to this place is around the other side of the pool, maybe... about 60 feet in a straight line, if you went straight through the tentacle and the pool. So, you know, 2 times pi times the radius divided by a half, and there you go. There's the that's the distance. There you go. Just 60 feet times 2, 120 times 3-ish. 360 divided by 2 is about, you know, about 180 feet away
Okay.
in an arc. Unless you fancy wading. Quick maths. Boom.
It's better than I could ever do.
Now, that's the
You know
area of Blue
what?
Box Pirate.
Maybe I kind of want to try and scold the tentacle.
Okay.
Use my intimidation to scold it.
Oh my! I love this. Okay. How is this gonna sound? What is your
I'll kind of just put like Alan behind me because I know he's probably like cowering in fear and everything, and be like, "Oh my god, just get out of the way." And I'll just be like, "Listen, now is not the time. My bosses have been through a lot, so you better knock it off and go away."
I love
It is-
Ellie. Can we keep Ellie forever?
A very, very strong intimidation. However, I'm just going to roll this to show you their intellect modifier. Whoops, not initiative. Their
The
intellect
tentacle.
modifier is... there you go. Unfortunately, I don't think they understand a word you are saying, but you look very threatening. That's right, that's a -4. I happened to roll, I think, a nat 1 on that, just to drive home how unintelligent the tentacle is.
Well, did it? So I know it didn't understand me really, but did it react in a way at all to me being intimidating?
Like, as it was maybe slowly prying towards you, it recoils a little bit as you get all uppity. It's not sure. Not sure. And this is my tentacle mime.
I guess what I'll try to do next is and this is rough. I guess I'll try to, like, very cockily, like, start to walk around to get to the exit as I'm, like, telling the tentacle, you better leave my friends alone. They're coming with me. And they can follow me, do whatever.
Okay, so you walk... what's your speed?
That is a good question. I believe it's 30.
Yeah, it usually is. So you walk 30 of that 180-foot arc towards the tunnel exit. A sixth of the way. There you go. Brilliant. Next in the turn order, it is Cheek.
And another thing. I'm gonna do what's probably ill-advised and vibrate the poop with a Toll the Dead.
Okay, you're vibrating the tentacle monster. Just so we're all clear about what's happening here. Got it. Okay.
That's what Toll the Dead does. It just vibrates the thing.
Sure. You said it, okay?
It's a wisdom saving throw, please.
The tentacle is not wise. I think a
Good.
7 fails.
So that's 5 damage.
Yes, as your bell tolling vibrates the tentacle, it takes 5 points of damage, but it doesn't seem too perturbed by this damage. As you're seeing it writhe around in the water as well, you can see this tentacle could reach anywhere in this room.
Yeah, that's a problem. Tempted to just like step back. How far back can I go without where I can still see the tentacle?
What, back into the passageway behind you? Yeah, you could just leave the room.
No, this doesn't work for me. I'm out. Bye.
You know what? I could handle the carrion crawlers. I could handle the mummies and the traps and the acid pools, but this is too much.
It's like, you know. No, I won't do that because presumably the tentacle could follow me out of the room anyway. So I will travel vaguely in the direction of Ellie, but not group.
Okay, vagually
So,
in the direction of Ellie, but not
10
grouping
feet
up.
away.
10
Yeah.
feet from Ellie. Okay, so 10 feet behind, I assume.
I assume because it's a 30-foot move. And if
Okay.
Ellie went the full 30, then I've gone 20.
Okay, that's great. That's just great. Next in the turn order is the tentacle. It doesn't know where the vibration came from. But someone in the room is also vibrating. And it's Alan, shaking uncontrollably. The tentacle lashes out! Just about grabbing Alan. There is no damage that you can see. However, Alan is immediately pulled into that 3-foot deep cesspool. No! 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 That's horrible! Help! Help!
That's unfortunate.
On Alan's turn, Alan's going to try and escape. Alan cannot escape. Next is Celine's turn.
Celine is going to holster her clipboard onto her belt. She's going to pull out her short bow, unfold it, and she is going to book it, use her action to dash. So she's going to run past Ellie for the exit and say, just prestidigitate that. Yes, that's all you need to do, I think. She's just booking it.
So you run a full 60 feet around?
Uh-huh.
That takes you, do you go the same way or the opposite way around the circle?
Gonna go the same way.
Same way around the circle, okay. So then that is 60 feet. You're like 1/3 of the way to the exit of this room. GG! That takes us back to the top of the round with Ellie.
So what is the tentacle doing with Alan? Is he just like holding him, or is he like flailing him around, or like
Holding him, but the tentacle has gone like where it was like all snaky. Now it's like taut and like pulling him in.
Okay, I guess what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use first of all, I'm gonna jump on this giant green tentacle. And as I'm like leaping towards it and like latch onto it, I'm gonna be like stabbing it with my dagger. Like, leave Alan alone. He is a sweet cinnamon roll. He doesn't deserve this.
So please make me an attack roll.
I'm like, what do I need to roll again first?
Well, just against the creature's armor class. So I mean,
I'm like, it's been a while since I've played.
that's okay. That's okay. So let's see here. Are you using DDB? Yeah, you're using DDB. So if you go and click on your weapon, it should be in your actions. If it's not, it's in your equipment. Click on your weapon, and hopefully it'll roll off a hit with some damage. There we go. A 20's gonna hit, dealing 3 points of piercing damage with the sneak attack because Alan is there also. That is 9 points of damage, and the tentacle does not cut beneath your blade.
Okay.
It looks like it does at first, but then you see the slime just reform around it as like ooze reforms as yes. Anything else on your turn?
I guess I'm just gonna hold on to it and just like kind of like try to wrestle it. Just kind of like leave him alone. Let him go.
Perfect. So great. Ellie is riding the tentacle in the cesspool, trying to save Alan. Next in the turn order is chicanery.
Henry's impressed at Ellie's work. Oh, so many jokes that I'm not making right now. I'm really proud of myself.
I understand your pain.
it's really difficult. Okay. Gonna run 30 feet around. So now I'm 50 feet from where I came in, and no, I'm just gonna book it. I'm gonna go to full 60. I'm gonna go to full 60 so we can get to the other side, because it can get anywhere in the room, right? Which means we can get
reach
them from anywhere in the room.
Anywhere in the room.
Then I'm just gonna run. We're gonna keep running because we can get them back.
Well, it can reach you from anywhere in the room.
It's only one tentacle, right?
Mm-hmm. And currently it's engaged with Alan. So if you're on the other side of the room over here, you know, you're not going to be able to
It can
get
still
it.
get.
It could let go of Alan and get you still.
Yes, which would be suboptimal.
As Celine is like running in the same time that you're taking your turn, she's like, "It's okay to run, Miss Chicanery."
Sheik will just run. But she's going to start pulling out rope while she's running. Not going to do anything with it this turn, but rope is on its way out.
So you're running 60 feet around the circle. That will be 80 feet
Yes.
total, leaving 100 feet left to cover.
Great.
Fantastic. Now, next is the tentacle's turn. Oh, that's not the best strength roll. Oh my goodness. Alan fights back. The creature strains, but Alan is front crawling like a mad one. No! No, God! With Ellie on the tentacle slashing away. Alan spends his turn trying to escape. Oh my goodness, with a 15, there's hope. Alan escapes the tentacle. He pulls free. He's back against the wall. He's still back where you all started, though. 0 feet around the room.
Wrong side, Alan. Wrong side.
I wasn't gonna swim into it! With his action, he's gonna go the other way around the circle. And he's like, but he's only gonna move half speed because he's doing this against the wall. So he moves 15 feet around the circle. Next is Celine's turn.
Celine will run another 30 feet, and then she will take a shot at the poop monster tentacle.
Okay.
Do I get sneak attack because Ellie is on
Yes, you do.
Nito Burrito?
A 21 will hit.
Celine takes a shot. She's like, "I hope I don't hit you, Ellie. I'm sorry." Twang.
Another 6 points of damage, and the tentacle looks unfazed.
That's not good.
Anything else on your turn?
And that will be my turn. Thank you.
Fantastic. Then we will go next. Back to the top of the round with Ellie.
I guess what I'm gonna try and do is like, I'm just gonna try and punch it as hard as I can, see if it'll take any blunt damage or anything. Yeah.
By all means.
What do you want me to roll?
Unarmed strike.
Well,
A 7, unfortunately, is not going to miss. Can you make me a strength saving throw to keep your grip on the poop monster?
well, bye guys.
Oh. Ellie slides off of the tentacle into the 3-foot deep cesspool.
Woo. This is fun.
Next is Chicanery's turn.
volcano is going to toll this dead. And then keep running. So that's a wisdom save, please.
A wisdom save.
What? Okay. We gotta share those nat 20s, I guess. Nothing happens.
The tentacle is now one with the vibrations. They have no effect.
The tentacle vibrates, the poop vibrates. Unfortunately, it's all at the same time. Okay. Yeah, gonna run that 30 feet.
Okay, you're going to run 30 feet, so that leaves 70 feet left until you're at the exit. Next is the poop monster. Now, the poop monster's making a decision. Because it has two potential targets nearby. One of whom is in its pool, in its lair, and the other one is shooting it. So it turns and lashes towards Celine. Celine, does a 22 hit you?
No. Yes. yeah, it does.
You are
really does.
immediately grappled and pulled into the water.
Ugh.
You are now in the 3-foot deep cesspool. On your turn, you can try and escape.
Hi, Ellie.
Next in the turn order is Alan. Alan continues around the edge. They make it another 15 feet. They've made it 30 feet now. They look up. They see Ellie in the water, and they oh no, Ellie, get out of there! They're gonna cast fly on you, Ellie. You now have a flying speed of 60 feet for the duration.
Is it possible for me to grab Celine and get her out of there?
I mean, it's possible. We'll have to find out on your turn. It is now Celine's turn.
Celine will try to escape the grapple.
By all means. Contested roll. Athletics or acrobatics, your choice. Nya! You are unable to escape.
Celine's like trying to wriggle around and she says, I should try lifting more clipboards. This is not working out for me.
Now we go to the top of the round to Ellie's turn.
So she's grappled by the tentacle right now.
Celine is, yes.
Okay. I kind of want to try scolding it again to get it to let her go.
You could do the equivalent of like a taunt mechanic. It may not be able to understand, but you could try and gain its focus.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
What do I need to roll for that?
You can do an intimidate.
Intimidate? Okay.
Oh, not as good this time. Not as good. But yeah, the creature is it does turn, and as you are, how does this one sound?
I'm just like, hey, look at me, you dumb tentacle. Yeah, you're covered in poop. You're dumb. That's it.
Okay, well we'll see what it does on its turn. We'll see. The taunt is successful. You can see it sort of like, if it had eyes, it'd be side-eyeing you. You can feel it deep to your core. Next is Sheik's turn.
Sheik is going to run another 30 feet and also provide distraction by shooting it with a light crossbow.
Okay. You are now 40 feet from the exit.
Yes. No.
The crossbow bolt fires off, misses the tentacle, and slides along into the... You hear it sort of land in the water after ricocheting off the wall with a loud sound. Very heavy water, that feels like. Oh, dear.
What a mess.
Viscous. Yeah, viscous. Next, it is the poop monster's turn. Celine, can you please make me a strength saving throw as it tries to turn you towards Elitherus? The poop monster sweeps you through the pool, Celine, dropping you in that deep section in the middle as it lances towards Giggly. Ellie. Ellie, you are now face to face with the poop tentacle, and Celine, you can feel like a sucking, like a vacuum beneath you.
Oh no.
Can you make me a Constitution saving throw as you're currently underwater?
I'm falling into the poop monster's toilet. Oh no.
Oh dear. Can you please take the poisoned, the poisoned condition? And currently you can't breathe.
Dang.
However, you are no longer grappled. You are no longer grappled, which is dandy. Next in the turn order, we have Alan. Alan dashes. He makes a blind run for it, seeing Ellie taking the heat, and he runs 60 feet towards the exit. He's exactly halfway around. Next is Celine's turn.
Okay. I am going to... I need to get out of this. Has chicanery done anything with the rope? No. Celine will try to swim and go try to reach her hand out and go glug 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 glug.
Oh no!
It's awful. I may have forgotten that we're in poop when I said that, but whatever, it's fine. I'm trying to get out of this.
Yes, you are able to swim back up to the surface, taking a sweet breath of fresh air, fresher air, and able to swim back into that 3 foot area, 3 foot deep area.
Okay, awesome. I run towards Ellie.
Yeah, unfortunately, that would have taken up most of your movement speed this time. So.
Okay, cool.
Next in the turn order is Ellie. Tentacle glaring down at you.
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be like, oh, what's that over there? And then when it looks away, I'm gonna dash towards Celine and grab her out of there real quick.
Okay, well, this may have worked because fortunately for you, since the tentacle can reach everywhere in the room, this will not count as an opportunity attack. You can dash.
Alrighty. What was it? Do you need me to roll anything? What do you need me to roll?
No, you can just dash. So you double your speed and head in the direction you're facing. Since you're already in the pool, you can you could take a reduced arc to try and get out.
Okay.
So within your 60 feet, you can see you've got Alan at the halfway mark within 60 feet. You've got Celine on the other side near chicanery. Celine would be within 60 feet. In fact, if you're just straight dashing, as long as you don't touch the deep section of pool, you could get round to nearly where chicanery is.
Okay.
You can also fly, right?
You can
Oh,
fly, which means
yeah.
when you dash, you get 120 feet. So if you take to the air and use your flying speed, you can get pretty much anywhere in this room.
Okay. Well, then I guess I'll like fly towards Celine and I'll yell at chicanery to throw down their rope and kind of like speed tie it around Celine and tell her and like help her pull her out.
Okay. You fly away. Next up is chicanery's turn.
Chicanery is going to do whatever help action we need to get Celine out and up. So it sounds like it's like going to be some kind of a group action of
Please save me from the poop.
saving Celine from the poop. Don't know how to do this mechanically.
You can we
Helping
can
action.
pull this to
Whoever
help
needs
action.
it.
Yeah, help
Yeah.
action for whoever needs it. Got it.
Help action for whoever needs it. I will run the 30 if I can. If that's not taking me further away from them, then I will run the 30, but otherwise, no.
Does that include Alan? On the other side of the circle? Does that include Alan on the other side of the circle?
Oh. Am I running further away from Alan? Because I'm getting close to the... No matter what I do at this point, I'll be running towards Alan. Because I've crossed the halfway mark of the...
You
the
have.
circle.
So if you head back, then you will not be heading towards Alan. But if you carry on towards the exit, you will kind of be running towards Alan.
Yeah, I'll keep running towards the exit and help action. The rope is out and in my hand, and I'm ready to throw it or do whatever needs to be done to help Celine out and help Ellie out.
Okay. So you're what? 10 feet from the exit now?
Yes.
Yeah, you're 10 feet from the exit. It's right there. You can see a passageway. You can literally see the air clearing further down the passageway as it looks so fresh and nice, you know? However, next in the turn order is the poop monster. And the poop monster is feeling around for Ellie and Celine, who seem to have mysteriously disappeared. So instead, it lashes out back towards Alan. With a 24, it's going to grab Alan and pull Alan back into the poop 3 feet deep.
Hi, Alan.
Next is Alan's turn. Alan's going to try and escape. Oh, dear. I happen to know that that's not going to beat their strength. Yeah, so the Alan is grappled in the 3 feet deep water. Next in the turn order is Celine.
So where am I now? I've got rope on me?
You're in the 3 foot deep thing with rope. You can see the exit. It's like 60 feet away.
Okay.
In a straight line.
I will try to climb with the rope.
Yeah?
Should I do athletics or acrobatics?
You know, you're just really making your movement. You can use the rope to get towards chicanery without using up that help action.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. You still have an action by my count by the time you get to, well, you're 30 feet from the exit. You're 20 feet from chicanery.
I'll shoot the tentacle.
Okay. 17 hits. Well, that's better damage. Okay, so from deep below the pool, you hear what sounds almost like a cry of pain, as from like the whole tunnel shakes as you hear a
Keep your mouth closed.
and then bubbles come to the surface. Next in the turn order, it's Ellie.
Am I still flying?
Good question. No.
Crap.
Unfortunately, when Alan was attacked, he lost concentration on the fly spell, and you've unfortunately hit the ground.
And where am I at compared to where Alan and the tentacle is?
Alan and the tentacle. Let's see. You flew 120 feet towards Celine, so they're about, I think, 80 feet in a straight line from you.
Okay.
But that's going through the tentacle.
Yeah. I guess I'm gonna try. Is the tentacle facing towards me? Or is it completely focused on Alan?
Yeah, it's focused on Alan. It's doing that like thing again
Oh.
where it's.
Lovely.
I would say you're within 60 feet of the exit.
Okay.
Every now and again, you get a waft of fresh air as it drafts down that passageway.
It smells so good. I guess what I'm gonna do is try and persuade the tentacle to let go of Alan and let us leave. Even though it's not gonna understand me, I'm just gonna look like really nice and like maybe give it a little.
Are you gonna scritch the tentacle?
Give a little scratch, give it a little pat, little rubs, tell it's a good boy. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do.
Make me a persuasion check. Oh my god. On a 25, you hear the tentacle. No, you hear low below the ground. Where you just heard that rumble, you instead now hear a. However, the tentacle does not let go of Alan.
Dang it.
At the end of the tentacle, you see a long claw extend out of the tentacle.
What the heck? I'm so confused now. You said a long claw extend out of the tentacle?
Yeah, like the end of the tentacle has like a claw come out of it, like a nail.
Oh, what the heck?
Just stretches out for a second and then it goes back in.
Okay. It's just a giant cat. Damn, I don't even know what to do.
I'll give you the persuasion as a free action, so you can still. I mean, you've moved towards the tentacle to scritch it. So you are wading again.
Mhm.
If you'd like, you can try and give an athletics check to try and pry Alan out of the tentacles arms.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I think I'll do that. And like as I'm like trying to get Alan out, I'm like still like scratching it, patting it. You're such a good boy.
Yeah, do you know what? With that persuasion, I'll give you an advantage.
Yeah. And you said you want me to roll persuasion?
Yes, please.
Or do it? You got it?
No, athletics, sorry.
Athletics, okay.
Roll again for advantage.
Ah!
Oh!
We did it, boys.
Yes, you pry Alan free. Now, Alan is, Alan also looks poisoned by this point. And he's sort of like floating in this cess. You have him.
All right. Cool.
Next is Chicanery's turn.
Okay. How far away from them is the rope?
I mean, really, the rope. I mean, you could maneuver it so it's close to them.
I'd like to do that. Get to the door. Get to the door. I'm at the door now. And then I'd like to just brace myself and hold on to the rope and be prepared to pull. So help action again.
Help action again, but oh, that sweet fresh air coming down that passageway.
I just want the fresh air, especially since Selena's nearby, and oh boy,
Yeah.
it's just wafting the good stuff.
Next is the poop monster's turn. The poop monster is very happy with the scritches. And it's going to very gently reach out to affectionately grab you, Ellie. Does a 19 hit you?
I believe so, yeah.
So very gently, the tentacle wraps around you and starts pulling you into the pool.
Oh, crap.
You can
Why
feel
did I
a
do this?
gentle vibrate as below you can still hear that. And next it'll be Alan's turn.
Alan saved me.
You saved me. I can't let it take you. That's not right.
Yes, please help.
Alan is going to cast Firebolt at the tentacle. Unfortunately, since this room is full of methane, we're going to run this like the Fireball spell in the entirety of the room. Can everyone please make me a dex save?
Alan, please.
Oh my goodness.
I told you I was getting all those 9s out of the way.
Okay. Good work. We're going to ignore his DC because I'm not sure what it is. I've got a feeling it's like 17 or something crazy. What is his DC? Oh, it's high. It's 14. Okay. So we're going to take not that full damage. Don't panic. Quarter damage. So 7 points of damage to everyone in the room except the tentacle creature that lets go of Ellie and recoils downwards very quickly. The room does not smell like methane anymore, as you all take 7 points of HP damage. Is everyone okay? Who's up?
No, I'm down.
I'm down.
Ellie, do you have more than 7 HP?
Yes.
Thank goodness. Ellie is up, as is Alan. I think what we can do is we can have the two of you, Alan and Ellie, grab Celine and Chicanery and pull them into that very safe-looking corridor where we can take a short rest as we too take a short rest. It's break time, everyone. stand up, stretch yourselves out. If you're working from home and that's not normal, now is a great time to get up and stretch your legs out, grab a bio, grab a drink, all them good things, okay? Especially if you've been with us since the beginning. We will be back in 5 minutes as we do the same to find out what the rest of this this great big crack has to offer. See you in a minute. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a fantastic break. We certainly did. I hope you'll remember to wash your hands. If you didn't, you can go and do it quickly now. It only takes you 20 seconds. Not that long a time. Also, you may have noticed that I have reduced the donation amounts today. We put them up for this season because, you know, last season was absolutely crazy. But then a pandemic happened, and now the higher prices don't make sense anymore, you know? So we've dropped everything back down to last season's prices. £3 at advantage, £5 at disadvantage, £10 a nat 1, a nat 20, or a nat 1, aka a devil's bargain, where they may succeed for consequences. And we've reduced the price of the cards as well, so these are back to £20 each or £50 for everyone. Even with 3 players, that's a good deal. I think that's been 20 seconds. You all had time to wash your hands and come back. So, let's crack on as 8 hours pass whilst Celine and Chicanery are reviving. Alan spends the time investigating the room you've just come from, very cautiously and from a distance. And he informs you that the tentacle is no longer on this plane. Celine, Chicanery, you may wake up. Each of you has had a long rest.
Yay, 7 hit points.
Yay, 10?
Yay, 10.
The joys of level 1.
Oh, so good. I feel twice the character I was when we started.
Celine unclips her clipboard, points to Ellie with her quill and says, "That will go into your performance report." Scribble, scribble, scribble.
Was it good or?
Yes.
Thank you.
Good job.
Cheers to you guys.
Cheers to you.
Thank
Got us
you.
out of a really shit situation.
Yes. And I could use a drink now.
Thank goodness
Feel
those
stiff
drinks
one.
do not taste awful.
Yep.
Ellie, can you prestidigitate all of us?
I have been all the while you were sleeping. Fortunately, there's no more gas in the air. Well, it's kind of been building up over the last 8 hours, but there's none in this corridor.
Cool.
Thank you for almost killing us, but also not killing us.
I thought I was a goner.
Yeah, well, you thought. Welcome.
I appreciate that. Thank you, Ellie. You saved me. I don't understand it. I was wearing my lucky jumper. My mum gave me this jumper.
Thank you, Alan's mom.
Did your mom also get you your wand?
No, that was gifted to me by the university.
Okay.
I passed with lots of accolades and stuff. I got awards. Sorry, I was supposed to tell you about them in the interview, but I was just so nervous. This is my first job.
Oh no.
You're doing great. Notes.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Sheik pulls out an apple. Sheik was never in the grime, so it's fine. It's a perfectly clean apple. She takes out an apple and just hands it over to Alan. Well done.
Did you take?
Probably for the best, honestly.
Better safe. And he eats the apple with glee. Let's see.
Word. Away from the farts.
You proceed further down the tunnel. And you enter. There's a bit of debris around, okay? There's a bit of debris. Possibly some sealed tunnels here. But one path is clear. And that path leads to a crumbling chamber. It's dominated by an altar against the far wall, above which there is some kind of construct, gearwork mechanism, ending in a massive maul. The wall to the left of the altar has fallen in to spread rubble across the floor, and on the floor near the altar is a golden device resembling an orrery housing. The device is battered and falling apart, revealing exposed gears and spokes, and with its exterior pieces and plating scattered across the floor, splayed on the ground next to the device is the corpse of a dwarf. In the southwest corner of the room stands a muscular human female, dressed in the livery of the Waterdeep City Watch. Her eyes are closed, and she breathes deeply as though resting.
Hello? Hello? Is that you, Sergeant? Scroll.
Trig.
Tish.
Tish?
Pretty sure it's Tish.
That sounds right.
She does not answer. She rests as though, like, she's just breathing as though she's resting, eyes closed, hands folded in front of her, rigid, great posture, like the sort of posture that people make statues with. Eyes closed, chest gently rising and falling.
Celine will lean over to Ellie and whisper, "If you see anything glowing with tiny runes, don't touch it. It will turn you into a snake."
But I like snakes.
Okay, you can touch it then, but
You can
might
touch
have to
it, but
hit you.
yeah. You don't want to die a snake.
I guess okay. Yeah, I guess not today.
Maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, there's always another day for it. Ellie's gonna like very quietly make her way to, what was your name? Trish?
Tish, yeah.
Tish.
That's a last name, Sergeant Tish, you know.
Sergeant Tish.
Yeah.
Kind of just gonna like stand behind Tish and give her like a little pat on the head, be like, "Hello."
As you pat Sergeant Tish, her eyes open, glowing red with runes rotating around her irises, and she attacks. Can everyone please roll initiative?
Oh.
For her surprise attack, she is going to mace you. You know, standard police procedure.
Mhm.
Does an 18 hit you?
Mhm.
Please take 3 bludgeoning damage.
Mhm.
So it'll be Celine first. Oh, I forgot Alan. Poor Alan.
Sweet little Alan.
Okay. So Celine.
Celine will pull out her clipboard and smack Sergeant Tish with it and say, "Stop that! What are you doing?"
Okay. So you're just going to attack her, or are you trying to figure stuff out?
Yes, we'll try to figure stuff out because notes help you figure stuff out, even though she's physically hitting her with her notes instead of reading them. Can I roll an insight check to see what's going on with her?
You totally can. On a 10, you see the runes around her eyes, and you can't help but think, these crazy humans, they'll do anything to modify their bodies.
Now, why would you go do that?
Fortunately, you don't get any insight here on a 10.
Excellent. That's my turn.
Okay, well, next in the turn order is Chicanery.
Chicanery is going to toll the dead at Tish, but it doesn't sound like, the poop bell that we heard. It sounds more like a tiny little tinkling noise, and it's right in front of Tish, and Chicanery just says, "What are you doing? Stop that!" So that's a wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom saving throw. I believe that will fail.
That is a fail, and 7 damage.
7 damage. Impressive damage to Sergeant Tish. Sergeant Tish, you can see that they do indeed vibrate, and that it does affect them. But their eyes do not seem to react. It's like their eyes, their body, it doesn't seem to react. You can see it. You can see that their body take this blow from the vibration, but they're not. They don't react to it. Next, unless you have anything else.
No.
What's going on? Oh, hang on a minute. I remember this. Hang on a second. Let me just get out my spellbook. Yeah. Oh yeah. Prime case. Look. All right. She's possessed. All right. Look at her eyes. That's not normal. She's not in control of her actions.
How do we break her out of it?
And as she's stepping towards, he's like, "Hang on a minute. I think they fade a little the further she gets from the altar. Let's try and get her out of here. Maybe that'll get her out of here. Try that. I don't know." Next is Tisha's turn. I believe Tisha's going to carry on with the standard military procedure and mace you again, Ellie. Does a 21 hit? Please take 4 bludgeoning damage.
Well, I don't like this.
Okay, that's good. I mean, I think that's healthy.
Yeah.
That you don't like it. It is your turn next.
I think what I'm gonna do is pretty much give her this huge bear hug and then just hurl her across as far from the altar as I possibly can.
Sure thing. Okay, so make a shove attack for me using your athletics check. 17's pretty good. A 17's pretty good. Yes, you shove Sergeant Tish, and Sergeant Tish moves 10 feet away from the altar, towards the exit. They are only 10 feet from the exit now, and you can see the red does indeed become less intense the further they move from the altar.
Okay.
Back to the top of the round, it's Celine. Oh, unless you have anything else, sorry.
No.
Celine.
Celine, seeing what's going on, is going to try to do the same thing, and she's going to keep batting Sergeant Tish with the clipboard and basically try to shove her towards the exit too.
Okay, make me another athletics check.
-2 strength. Oh,
On that nat 20, you clipboard them in such a way that they trip and stagger a full 10 feet and then another 4 feet out of the exit. They land on the ground and they sit there shaking their head as though dazed and confused.
Celine kisses her clipboard and then steps to follow.
Indeed. As you step to follow... Oh, yeah, no, this is fine. As you step to follow, you can see Sergeant Tish laying on the ground, shaking her head like, what? Ah! Who are you?
Celine will gesture to chicanery.
We're the cleanup crew. We're here to save you.
Of Dran Enterprises?
No.
Well, that's who he said he was. He said he was Karen of Dran Enterprises.
Did he now?
Yeah, he was investigating that... Oh, he's dead.
How unfortunate.
Well, anyway, he was investigating that orrery thing, and I went to touch the altar. Touching the altar's the last thing I remember.
That's probably for the best.
Don't touch altar, taking notes.
Yeah. Don't touch anything with runes. It'll get ya.
I think there might be some kind of trap in this room as well. I really can't remember. I just remember coming in with Sergeant Boot to try and figure out what was going on down here.
Oh, and then what happened?
I can't remember. I remember that chap and touching the altar, and then that's it.
How did you get here?
Well, first there were them pools, then I got teleported and chased by mummies halfway across the dungeon. I dodge rolled past some thing. I think that's around the time I lost Constable Boot. I do hope he's okay. And then I slipped past a great big cesspool and found my way here.
I have some bad news.
What's that?
Constable Boot. A spider got him.
Oh dear. Oh. Well,
We have his finger if you want to take that.
no,
Important people.
best to give it to the authorities. They'll know what to do and send it to his family or whatever. He was a good guardsman. He drank cocoa better than anyone. And only spoke about running away to join the Acquisition Zinc every other Thursday.
Man after my own heart.
What should we do down here?
Should have joined the cleanup crew. We should probably find out what's going on with this business.
Oh. Oh. Should we do something with the altar? You've got
Don't
wizard
touch it.
written on your shirt. Could you do something with the altar? I don't know anything about altars. That's clerics. Clerics know about altars.
Do I know anything about this? I mean, I worship business.
You
It's
could
not a
give-
filing cabinet, but
You could give me a religion check?
Is the altar to your god a filing cabinet? Yeah.
yes, it is.
That's amazing.
Oh god, and your Bible a Filofax. You know, nah. Nah, this altar don't mean nothing, really, but perhaps someone or something, maybe you could research it back at your base?
As a researcher, have I researched something like this before?
You could give me a religion check. How much of your history check was religious?
Oh, I don't know. Let's see. Boop.
That's pretty good. Yeah, you get the impression that this is something powerful, clearly, possesses people. It's gonna take more research. The runes, not only on this altar, but all over this dungeon, need researching, and it's something new.
Sergeant Tish, how close do you think I can get before things are dangerous? I think I should take some notes, try to copy some of these runes and do some more research.
My memory really is hazy, but I believe I was okay until I touched it. As for Karen there, I don't remember him having that orrery thing. He said he was going to explore it, but I don't actually remember him touching it or anything. Oh god, look, his leg's completely crushed. That's horrible.
Celine will start drawing everything and copying
What's it
everything.
crushed? Sorry. What's it crushed by? What is on him?
There's nothing on him, but his body does lay directly under that large mechanical maul I described.
Oh. Oh, we have two options. We back out of the room very slowly and very quickly. Wait, very slowly and quietly, that's the one. Or we prepare to fight that.
Do you think he was trying to put that thing, pointing towards the golden auger, and trying to put it underneath that? Maybe it comes down and...
I don't know why he'd want to destroy it. It looks like it could be a magic item.
We
Well,
were
that sounded-
told... Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, you go.
We were told that he leads parties to disable things.
Oh, that's quite possible. Maybe that magic item is part of the key to all of this or something. Maybe we should collect it and take it back to Acquisitions Incorporated or one of the other. Did you say you were cleanup crew? Do you handle magic items?
Oh my, yes.
Yes.
Alan, get the item.
Alright.
Don't die. That's an order.
Okay. Alan's like looking at this hammer. Fortunately, the way the rubble has fallen, there's no way to get to this orrery without being pretty much directly under it.
Oh no, don't do that then, Alan. No, that's a bad idea. I thought it was a little bit further away than that.
I mean, I'm umming and ahhing right now. I mean, do I go? Should I stay or should I go?
No. Just don't die. Stay here.
Don't die. Got it. Don't die.
How big and size dimensions is this thing? The
mall or the orrery?
The orrery.
The orrery is it's a spherical device. It looks to be about oh, that's perfect. About that size.
Oh.
You see the little planets. Kind of, some of them are shattered and broken, but one or two of them still move.
And how big is this mall?
So the room is 60 foot deep by 80 foot wide. The face of this mall is 30 feet long by 20 feet across.
Okay. It's a big old mall right there.
Yeah, from somewhere across the galaxies, you hear, "Oh, shut up!"
Strange.
Weird how that happens.
Was that the business god?
Do you have mage hand, Alan?
That's a good question. I do know mage hand.
How far can it go?
About 30 feet.
How about you get it without going to it?
I mean, I can stand like right on the edge of the hammer's distance and like mage hand it and then like jump backwards.
We're all gonna help you. She's gonna Shikano's gonna go and touch him on the shoulder and cast guidance.
Okay.
And then wrap the rope around his waist and just all of us hold this rope and prepare to pull him back if the mace moves.
Where am I located right now?
Anywhere you like to be. We're not in combat, so you can move freely.
Okay, because last time I was over by Tish at the altar.
Yeah, so you can have stayed there or you can have moved around. The altar the hammer does happen to be right in front of the altar, so if you are standing in front of the altar, you're probably under it.
Lovely.
You can move out of there. We're not in combat. You can move as you please.
Yeah, I'll just like kind of look up, be like, maybe I'll just go over there and just like go by everybody else. A little scuttle. And I'll get ready to help everybody else.
Okay. So as soon as he starts moving, as soon as he casts Mage Hand, start pulling.
Alright. I'll do it on the count of 3. Ready?
Wait, okay, hang on. Is this gonna be a 3, 2, 1 go situation or a 3, 2 go on 1 situation? Because this causes problems.
Or a 1, 2, 3.
Or a 1, 2. See, yes. Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna go. Maybe it's the numbers that's a problem. Maybe I'll ABC. Does that help?
Go on C.
Go
A, B, C.
Go on C. Right.
On C,
On
you
C.
go.
Okay. Is everyone ready?
We pull on C.
On C. A.
Okay.
B. C. And he casts Mage Hand. The Mage Hand appears, gripping the orrery, and lifts it up. At the same time, he dives backwards as the hammer comes down.
Whoa.
He has guidance, and we're helping him.
He does, he does. So, see what he's rolling against. He rolls with advantage. Thank you. How much is guidance?
34.
Don't think it's gonna be a 19.
Well, it's a great guidance.
Oh, okay, look.
It's so good with the guidance. Like, he feels so guided. He stops mid-thing like, oh, wow, I feel really... as he gets hit with... It might not kill him. It might not kill him.
Oh, just a chance.
The hammer's the size of a room.
It
It's
catches
a natural one.
his leg, dealing only 3 damage as he moves aside. However, you hear the crash of the orrery on the other side of the hammer. It hasn't moved. Ow! Ow! I think I've sprained my ankle. I felt really guided though.
I'm glad.
That was kind of a surprise, actually. I didn't realize that would feel good.
I'm just gonna like walk out of the room into the hallway. I'm done. I'm just gonna be mumbling to myself like, oh my god, can't believe it. Are you kidding me? We couldn't do one thing. This is all we needed to do.
Hey, Alan. Did it move?
As the hammer slowly raises back up, it reveals the orrery sitting nearly exactly where it was. You rolled 2 3s, I'm sorry.
Did we see it get manipulated any?
Yeah,
Like, did it move from its spot up, down?
Oh yeah, you saw the hand grip it and lift it, and then as he jumped backwards, it seems like the hammer's just pushed it back out of mage hand range.
Alan, I'm glad you're alive.
Oh, me too.
But I'm not seeing a raise in your future.
Oh. Hang on a minute. If the hammer only drops when like the orrery's like touched, why don't I just go and like stand on the other side of it and then like pick it up, wait for the hammer to fall, and then like throw it to you?
Just throw it at them.
Maybe we should have someone who has a better throwing arm than you. It might roll higher than a 3. Celine puts her finger on her nose.
Wait, am I supposed to be judging this? I wasn't ready. Oh wait, does that mean it's me? Oh no!
Mm,
Okay, here's an idea.
Sergeant Tish, I could do it. I've got a pretty good throwing arm.
You could.
I happen to have been a third back in the water-deep Blood Bowl arena.
Works for me.
She walks hesitantly under the hammer. It doesn't fall, and she continues to walk.
Oh, before she goes, guidance again.
Guidance? Okay, yeah, you guide her.
Yeah. Guide that.
He's right, that does feel nice. And she gets to the other side and stands like with her back against the rubble. Okay. Well, here goes. As she picks up the orrery, the hammer comes crashing down. Okay, I'm okay. Catch! It actually seems quite delicate. There's bits of gears everywhere, so I'm gonna throw it in a few pieces. Try not to drop them, they look pretty delicate.
Why are you throwing them? If you're fine.
Well, the hammer's not raising back up.
Oh. Yes.
can you climb the hammer?
I can give it a go.
As this is all going down, I'm just gonna walk back into the room. Like, what's happening now?
As you do, you see Sergeant Tish kind of stand on top of the hammer, like, ha! Look, I've still got it! So walking across the hammer, and as she's walking, there's a lurch as the hammer starts to raise up, and she suddenly dashes and, like, dives off the side of the hammer. The hammer flips her in mid-air.
She's got guidance.
She does have guidance. Okay, well, you know, the hammer flips her in midair. She doesn't feel as guided as our little pal did, and she takes 3 points of damage as she lands clumsily on the ground. I'm okay, and I kept the orrery safe. I'm okay. Let's get the hell out of here.
Yes, please.
We wind forward time. We are no longer in the fissure in the ground. We have returned Sergeant Tish and the remains of Constable Boot to the forces, and we find ourselves summoned once more by Acquisitions Incorporated to report on the mission. You may remember there was promise of gold.
I believe that was golden XPs.
And snacks.
And snacks.
Big bowls of snacks.
Yeah. Last time the snacks lasted 3 days. It kept us going for that whole time.
So many Doritos and Snickers and apples.
And the jerky. Don't forget the jerky.
Oh, the jerky was from home.
Oh, yes.
From Edith's
Thank you, Edith.
drawer.
Oh, man. We don't deserve Edith. No one deserves Edith.
Edith is right there in the office.
Hello, Edith.
Hello. Oh, well, you're back and safe. That's good. I worried that I was just sending adventurers to their doom, but I knew we weren't like the Acquisitions Incorporated. I knew you'd be looking after them. Lots of them reported back to say that they had a jolly good time. A couple of them said, that's a bloody death trap. But that's their words, not mine. I don't like to cuss, but I don't like to also mix messages, so... Anyway, let's see. We've got a message here from Captain Truff. Asking them, it's basically a tick this box, sign away sort of thing. To say you've completely investigated and cleared the passages beyond the fissure, with some like, you know, you can put down details there of anything you won't be able to clear. Also, we've got any goods found beneath the city. We want them inventoried, so that we can send them back to their rightful owners.
Oh.
Oh, and the summons. This looks like it's come from Omen Dran himself.
Oh. We'll have to deal with the summons. Here, take this orrery.
Oh, thank you. Well, okay, we can put that on the inventory, definitely. Anything else found down there?
Oh, did we would have given Tish Boots' ring.
Oh, yes, that's been told all about that, yes.
Yep. Good. Oh, we found an antitoxin. Let's keep the antitoxin and the health potion on this side of the things.
Okay. Should I put them on the... Should I note them down in the paperwork?
No, we need those.
And leave them off the inventory.
No, put them on the inventory.
Okay, I'll put them on the inventory, no problem.
As Chicanery says that, Celine empties her pockets. Oh, yeah, but add these too. And she gently places the vial of acid and the vial of alchemist fire.
Oh, okay, yes, lots for the inventory. Okay, well, if there's nothing else, do you sign Captain Truff's, form?
Yes.
Okay, now also, while you were down there, were there any incidents or accidents that need to be reported?
Many.
Oh, dear. And as the night winds late, as you fill out this incident report of all the things that killed you and sign Captain Truff's things, do you put any omissions or lies on your report to Captain Truff?
No, but we make note of things like the bravery of Elitherus dealing with a tentacle. We make note of the impressive pyramid of people. We make note of the spear that went through someone and solved a problem. A lot has happened, and we make note of those things.
Do we want to include information about Gorko on there? Or do we want to leave Gorko off?
Yes. Gorko and Karen has to be reported.
Gorko and Karen. And Gorko is actually in your office when you return, and it's almost as though you, as you thought of him, you reminded some ungodly being of his existence. And he appears from the store cupboard with a broom going, I can help out with things! I can help!
Good. Can you clean?
I can always clean! And I am also a powerful wizard, remember? So maybe I can help out with stuff and things. Did you find Karen?
We have bad news.
Oh. Don't
Great,
tell
I
me
don't have to tell you.
Croaked. He said he wouldn't. I didn't think he could. But that must mean that you're more powerful than him.
You are
I'll
correct.
follow you.
She hands her bag to him. Yes, good idea.
Great. Now, obviously, I'm better at studying the arcane and religious than anything else. Being a wizard.
We'll get you a sweater, just like Alan's.
Oh, I don't know. That
A
looks itchy.
jumpsuit.
Do you answer the summons from Omen Dran?
Yes, yes, we do.
So, Celine, Chicanery, and Ellie, all three of you end up at Acquisitions Inc. And of course, it is, as usual, the very swanky HQ of the Acquisitions Incorporated place. It's very, fountains in the foyer kind of, niceties, gold filigree counter. And the person is like, oh, yes, you must be the cleanup crew, am I correct? Omen Dran is waiting for you upstairs, so do feel free to head on up. He never waits on anyone, so you must be very important. Please don't keep him waiting.
We do not.
Are there any mints at the front desk?
Yes.
Celine takes 2 handfuls.
Yes.
I just take the whole bowl.
Yes. Celine takes notes.
Yes.
Okay.
Like bowl included. I take it all.
Power move.
That is a power move.
He doesn't say anything. You have a short elevator ride up to the boardroom, and there in the boardroom is indeed Omen Dran. He's going to say, yes, come in, sit down. I've got the report. I've been told about the misunderstanding regarding your identities. Well, I can't say much for your relative inexperience and lack of skill, but it looks as though you've got enough moxie to cover for that, and a willingness to do what it takes to get ahead. Those are traits we hold in high regard at Acquisitions Incorporated, if you... I'm just saying. I understand you have your own venture going on with the cleanup crew, and, honestly, best of luck to you. We don't have many low-level adventurers. The damn interns keep dying. So if you can make a better go of it than we can, I think we can call that a compromise for your help in this situation. We owe you one. With that regard, I've noticed that Dran Enterprises have also started up a cleanup crew. Seems they have no respect for trademarks or copyright laws or anything else like that. They've got an operation going down in Phandalin. He opens a map from a satchel and places it on the conference room table. You know the town of Phandalin? Just off the Tribor Trail? I did a little research on your company. I know they had a bit of a disaster at the mines of Phandelver some time ago. Were any of you involved with that?
No, but I'm acquainted.
Okay. A few months back, we awarded a group a franchise there. We received word that they were taking control of some ruined estate for their headquarters, and everything seemed to be going well. Only they missed this month's franchise payment, and their secretarian isn't answering any calls. Omen snaps his fingers, and a pen, paper, and ink pot leap from his satchel. This note gives you the right to travel to Phandalin and investigate the franchise there on my behalf. If you find the franchise in poor standing or otherwise in distress, I want a full report. And depending on how badly the last group botched things, I might look to you to take over. A failed franchise makes the whole company look bad, I'm sure you understand, and if you're interested in being a subsidiary of Acquisitions Incorporated, that is something that I could definitely work out with your superiors. I want you to appreciate what an incredible opportunity this is for you. You're skipping countless steps in the normal franchise process. No internships, no tests. It's unheard of. but you've got a lot of moxie. He slaps down 400 gold coins on the table. 400 gold coins, that's 500 minus acquisition links and usual 20% fee. A great success. Captain Treff and the other guardsmen are very impressed and speaking up Acquisitions Incorporated at no end. If I were you, I would speak to your superiors about perhaps, for the first time in Acquisitions Incorporated history, a partnership. Anyway, that's down to you and your superiors. There's the gold. That's the information for you to get on with. As you can imagine, I'm a very busy man. This has actually been nearly 120 seconds. I've got things to attend to. I'll see you all later. And without another word, he turns and he leaves.
What does the room look like? that
Oh,
we're in?
great long oak board table with snacks and olives and like Doritos, like proper brand Doritos as well. None of that cheap stuff. There's mints and like there's a bowl of Oreos, like snacks. There's some like plants around the room.
Is there anything that's like super expensive in the room at all
The table
besides the table?
and the light fixtures. Light fixtures look like solid gold.
Can I take it?
Do you have thieves' tools?
I do.
Give me a thieves' tools check. You can make that check with your sleight of hand ability. As you are working away on one of the light fixings, smoke puffs out into the room. I probably wouldn't do that if I were you. It seems that Jim Dark Magic of the New Hampshire Dark Magics has been in the room the whole time once again.
It's okay. I know what I'm doing. You don't have to worry about it. It's okay.
No, I mean... At the moment, you're in very good standing with Acquisitions Incorporated. In the history of this company, I can't remember anyone else doing it. They usually buy out all of the other businesses or send them underground. You've got Omen Dran talking about partnerships. That's one hell of a thing. Tell me, who does lead your little company?
The CEO?
Yeah, but who are they? I mean, are they one of the... Why so secret? Are they like a masked lord of Waterdeep? Or are they something else? Maybe military? Have you got military funding? You'll remember who your CEO is?
We have a dragon. But it's not common knowledge?
It's not common knowledge, no. Fact. The dragon remains hidden at Icespire Hold, where it runs the cleanup crew company. You only know that their name... Hold it. Cryovane. All you know about them, Cryovane. That's their name.
We know anything about the Dark Magic Society?
Oh, they're kind of big in Waterdeep. You know, they're one of the... They're definitely a subsidiary of Acquisitions Incorporated. Specialize in taking down necromancers.
Celine looks to chicanery because this is definitely a middle management question.
You don't need to know who the CEO is, just that we do the job.
Well, fair enough. All right, was just interested. Well, I mean, it looks to me like he's given you permission to carry on working under Acquisitions Incorporated without requisitioning the normal franchise fee. Up to you what you do with that, really.
How much is your pipe?
Afraid, not really material.
Oh,
Can I try and persuade him to give me his pipe?
Oh, that was an easy check. Here, he passes it to you.
Oh.
You see the pipe is entirely made of smoke.
Okay. I'm just
You
like,
know.
all right.
And with a wave, he conjures his weapon back to his hand and continues to smoke.
smoking. We'll be going now. Slides everything off the table and into the bag. All the snacks. We take the snacks.
It's a pleasure to meet you again. I've got a feeling that we'll meet again. And he steps backwards and disappears.
Celine will take one of the plants and just hold it in her arm.
You can take the elevator back to your shop. Do we have any final scenes we would like to have for today?
Elitherus, thank you.
Yeah, it's no problem. But I think I'm gonna go get a drink, headed up to a tavern or something. So peace out, guys. And then I just skid away.
Celine takes notes. Once Celine is alone with chicanery, Celine will lower her voice and say, "You know, perhaps we could use this to our advantage. Try to get closer to Acquisitions Inc. From
And
the inside.
Destroy them from inside.
We should set up a meeting with our superiors."
Yes. I love it.
You happen to know that Icespire hold pretty close to Phandalin.
Celine, this is a great step toward middle management.
Oh, blushing profusely. Oh, thank you. I am inspired by the best.
Chicanery bows. Yes. That is fine. And that is good.
Now let's go see about some cocoa.
Yes, please.
As Chicanery and Celine head back to get Coco, resolute in their new direction and goals. That's where we're going to end this week's session of the Cleanup Crew Incorporated. We will be back next week with more adventurers, but also Chicanery, Celine, and Elipharis, and everyone else who has joined the show. All of the other characters are now level 2.
Oh, finally. Woo.
You have more than 10 HP, I hope. Yeah, until next week, everyone. Keep on evoking emotions, you know. We're going to go around and talk to everyone, but before we do, we've got a few announcements. First of all, check out our social links. If you're watching us from the D&D channel, thank you. Please head over to our channel as well and give us a follow before the Todd Talks happens. We'd appreciate that. We're going to be back again later on the D&D channel as you know, there's slots are opening. We're going to fill a few slots for them and keep you all company during the social distancing thing, so you can tune in later on for Rotting Shadows, a homebrew D&D 5e campaign by Witherbrook. And you can also check out our social links, our Twitter and YouTube. If you're interested in learning to play D&D, if you're on the D&D channel or here thinking, oh, I wish I knew how D&D worked, well, we can help you out. We can help you out. We can definitely help you out. Slide me a DM. Also, check out our sponsors. We are sponsored by Hero Forge with the minis, Mage Hand Press with the expansions for 5e. They're pretty much doing everything PDF at the moment to support this isolation that's going on and all of that. I believe they've got a huge 20% discount on all their PDFs going on or something like that. Justin was telling me something. I'm really bad at reading, but he was definitely telling me there's something happening. Also, check out the Deck of Many, who you can also buy their Humblewood campaign and all of their wonderful Deck of Many things. It's the second time I've drawn the star card. It must be a lucky day. Yes. Let's go around and say hello to everyone. Tell us what your favorite part was, and also tell us how many times you've played D&D before, just for the chat. Let's do that. I'm looking at one of us in particular. If you don't mind. Let's start with Chantal B.
Hey, I'm Chantal B. You can find me at Chantal B on Twitter. This has been really fun. Picking a one part is hard to do. I loved all of Elitherus's intimidations. I think they were great. How much D&D I have played? I've played D&D for going on 4 years now, I think, but in different campaigns. And I have a home game at the moment that I'm really loving. It's Dragon Heist home game, so this is good. You can catch me tomorrow playing Savage Worlds, however, on Do Respite, playing Eternium Gate, which is our dark fantasy game. And it is getting dark, and it's actually kind of spooky, and I got spooked, and I loved it.
Fantastic. I love that. Thank you so much, Chantal. Thank you. Next around, we have Giggly Dendrologist. Giggly, surely you've been in chat a long time. You must have been playing D&D for ages.
No, absolutely not. I had one pretty lengthy campaign, like 5, maybe 6 years ago, and I had a lot of fun with it. So I'm glad to have been able to join you guys today and have all the fun and, be a hooligan again. And do all my tomfoolery that I did in my last campaign. Yeah, I really appreciate you guys having me, and I had a lot of fun today.
We had a lot of fun too. You had brought so much life to the game. Thank you so much for coming along and bringing that with you. Last but most certainly not least, we have Stella Luna TV.
Hello, I'm Stella Luna here on Twitch. I am a variety streamer. I do things of the artsy-fartsy kind and various types of TTRPGs. I had an absolute blast. I would have to say my favorite is definitely Ellie jumping onto the poop monster and stabbing it, and just basically everything that Ellie had done this session was amazing, and we need to hire more employees like Ellie. That will make us crush Acquisitions Inc. for sure. Yeah. Oh my god. Thank you so much for joining us here today. That was amazing. I've been playing D&D a couple years now. I'm not really sure. It kind of like muddies together. Yeah. But I do play some Dungeons & Dragons over at my channel as well. The thing I'm most hyped about is this weekend, Saturday, starting at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, we are going to be playing Cats and Catacombs. It's going to be our first introduction of that to our channel, where you play as a cat, literally a cat with magic. You don't have thumbs, you're not a cat person, you're just a cat. And they're going to be fighting in the lair of the Necromeouncer. Yep, that's the
I
thing.
love that. I love that so much. Well, everyone, that's about it. Keep on evoking emotions, and we'll see you later on today. Unfortunately, our next show is going to be cancelled. I should really stop that tweet from going out. I wonder if I can stop it in time. Whoops. That's the problem of being live and scheduling things, huh? Can I stop it? Yes, I can. Great. Our next show has unfortunately been cancelled. Not cancelled, just this week. We're just putting it on hold this week. Unfortunately, with the virus stuff going around, we've had a bunch of people have to step away for various and totally valid reasons. But that won't stop us from carrying on streaming. What I think we'll do is do a little bit of just chatting, because I was going crazy yesterday in chat. It was funny. I put a highlight up today of my my experience with American television. It may make you all hate me, which is a risk I'm willing to take. It's over on the tweets. It's also in our highlights, so go and check that out. And we'll be back later on at 9 p.m. EST with Rotting Shadows, which should also be featured on the official D&D channel. So we'll see you then. The next show was In the Light of the Moon, Kenji. Unfortunately, that's not going to be going ahead, but we will be back very shortly with some just chatting. So I'll see you in a bit. Keep on faking emotions. Bye.